Hi, this is a video response for a question by Skaterboardboy180, and he asked, how are the accessories, the quiver, rest, and sight? I'm considering getting it myself. Is the bow accurate, and is the draw on the bow, how is the draw on the bow? Well, we'll start with the sight, because that is my least favorite part of the whole package. This is the sight that came on the bow. It is an Apex Gear 3-pin or 3-blade sight, and I really don't like this sight. It's kind of got the fiber optic. I'm not sure if you can see that. See how they kind of glow, which is neat, but I feel like it's really kind of cheap, and it doesn't perform as well as, like, say, my True Glow, which is exactly what I put on this bow as soon as I realized how much I didn't like this sight. I don't like it because it's just way too easy to knock out as being true, and when you go to adjust the blades, they wobble. They don't really just move up and down. They'll move, but they'll drag. So instead of coming straight up or straight down, they just drag, and I'm not crazy about that. I'll show you if you're interested, or if not, I don't really mind. I don't know if you see that. See how when you pull it down, let's see here, you pull it down, it wobbles. It doesn't just come straight down. Alright, that's my biggest reason for not liking this sight in particular, and I went back to my True Glow. I feel like for the quality of the bow, it could have much, much better accessories. And then, let's see, the hostage arrow rest. Whoops. The hostage arrow rest is nice. It's not a whisker biscuit, and it's not a drop release. It kind of hugs the arrow. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It kind of hugs the arrow. It doesn't mess with the fletchings, and I haven't had a problem with it yet. I do know that I prefer a drop-down rest, which is what's on my husband's bow. It's just a lot cleaner release. The arrow flies straighter. There's nothing to catch on it, and I think Diamond did very well by putting this arrow rest on this bow. It's really nice. It also came with a string stop. I'm not sure what the brand is, but I actually like it. Aside from needing some actual string silencers, this bow is really quiet straight from the factory, and I haven't done anything to it. There are no string silencers anywhere here. And once I do get those and some limb savers, you probably won't even hear this thing whisper. I mean, it's just that quiet of a bow. Sight rest. The D-loop came. Can't remember. I want to say BCY, but I don't think that's right at all. String loop. The D-loop is nice. I haven't had any issues with it. I have to train my string because it keeps wanting to curl back around to the left. This bow also came with a tubed peep sight, which is nice. Some people prefer them, some people don't. I think they're great for kids starting out. I don't really care for them. I don't think that the view hole is quite big enough. I like something that's going to let in, whoop, okay, that doesn't make sense. I like something that's going to let in a little more light, which is why I went with, and I'm not sure of the brand, but I went with this peep sight. It's got a larger diameter. It lets in more light, so I get more shooting time at night, in the afternoons, especially now that we are in fall back mode and it gets dark at 4:30. Other than that, this is the peep sight that come on it, and I'm sure it works great. I shot it a couple times at Bass Pro when I got it. It seems fine. I personally did not like it. And what other question? Quiver, rest, and sight. Okay, the quiver. The quiver that came with the bow is an Octane Quiver. It's nice. It's got a pretty durable plastic on it. I don't see, it could fall, you could crack it into a tree, and I don't think it'll break. The only problem I do have with this this quiver is that it's really loud. And if you're going to put an arrow in it, mean, you can hear it. You gotta snap it, literally snap it in place, so. And no matter how many times I've put the arrows in or taken the arrows out, it's not getting quieter. I mean, and if you shoot and miss, I mean, you're not gonna, it's gonna be loud getting it off either way. Maybe not as loud as it was, but I have been messing with this quiver a lot. I personally can't shoot with it right now because the depth of the body on my True Glow sight is not deep enough for the screws that come on it. Like, I'm going to have to shave the screws down to maybe take off, I don't know, 1/4 inch, and I will be able to use this holster, or this quiver again. I'm trying to think. Other than that, is the bow accurate? How's the draw? Yes. Once I changed the sights over to a higher quality sight, this bow is extremely accurate. But like I said in my review video, I did experiment with the bow and a couple of kids in the neighborhood, and by turning the draw weight down and changing the length, I don't really think the draw length had much to do with it. But just by turning the weight down, my peep sight's off, and I don't know what I did to my sight, but right now, with me shooting it right now, something's off. I'm not sure exactly what, but once I get it, you know, dead nuts, I'll definitely see what I can do about getting a video of me shooting the bow and its accuracy. How is the draw on the bow? The draw on the bow is very smooth. And the break, well, I call it a break, and that's probably not what you call it, but once you draw back and it lets off, the let off, I do believe is what it's called, it just, you can hold it there all day. I do only shoot 35 to 40 pounds because I haven't shot in a while, and I'm working my way back up. But I mean, this bow performs great at 35 pounds. You're just not going to get the distance with it. I do notice that after, I'm going to say right around 25 yards with my arrows, it doesn't stay, I don't know. I think it's just me. I really don't think it's the bow. But it gets a little off or wonky, but also my sight's off, and I shoot a very low weight, and my arrows, I don't really care for the fletches on those. But I hope that answered all your questions. I did cover everything that came on the bow and everything that I changed on the bow. I also added a kisser button, which hopefully you all know what a kisser button is, but if not, this is a kisser button right here. Looks like a little disc, and when you draw back, I don't have my release, so it won't be true, but when you draw back, you're going to have, you know, 3 anchor points. You're going to have your peep sight so you can see with your shooting eye. You're going to have your kisser button that's going to keep you, I mean, it keeps me level. My dad had a kisser button. He never really explained to me what it does, but, you know, you've got your nose and your kisser button. Your nose is going to rest right on that string. Your kisser button sits right here in the corner of your mouth, and your thumb knuckle is going to go right behind your ear in a little dent by your jaw, and that just keeps you anchored. And you can look down your string, and yeah, now I'm rambling. So if any of you have any more questions, and Skaterboard Boy 180, I hope this helped. I don't know anything else about the other bow you mentioned in your comment, so if you can find a video on that bow, good luck to you. Do I recommend this bow? Yes, I recommend this bow for anyone and everyone who can shoot. You know, modify it to your desires and your specs, and other than that, I really don't have anything else to say, so thanks.